Alright, hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do a breast cancer awareness themed video, hence all of my pink. This is like the most amazing pink polish of life. I just put it on and I put it up on my Instagram, my nail Instagram as well. So you'll be able to go over there and find it as well. Alrighty, I had initially planned on doing a talk through, but unfortunately there's a little bit too much noise going on today, so I'm just going to be going right into it and I'll be telling you as we go. So alrighty, I hope you all enjoy this and have a amazing month, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Alrighty, so I actually already have my eyes primed for today, and I'm going to be going in with Chickadee and my Sigma E40 blush, or just brush, and going all over into that crease area and blending that in nice and even. This is going to give like a really good, like bright base, even though the look at the end will be very wearable every day, obviously. And then with this, you just want to make sure that you get that color really even right in through that entire crease area from the outside to the inside. With me, I know it takes a little bit more extra blending sometimes just to get that perfect amount. And then next we're going to go in with shade Cupcake. It's like a really pretty, like plum color, I suppose, but it has that pink to it. And I'm just going to be adding that with my Makeup Geek Ouver V brush. And I'm going to be putting that exactly where the brush says, so in my outer V, and just blending that upwards and a little bit in towards the inner corner of my crease, which is saying in that general outer V area. And now I'm just going to be taking my Sigma E30 brush and the shade Barcelona Beach from Makeup Geek. I probably forgot to mention, but all of the shadows I will be using in this look are all from Makeup Geek because they're like my favorite right now. Those and the new Makeup Forever Artist Shadows, those are all so amazing. I'm just going to be taking that in that crease just to give it a little bit of extra depth, just strictly in that crease, which is why I'm using that small blending brush just to get a little more concentrated color, and then blending that all over that crease area. And I'm just going to be using the star of the show, which is the Simply Marlena, which is that really bright pink. And I'm just going to be using my Sigma E54 brush. This is probably one of my favorite brushes. It's so good for getting that compact color, and I'm just going to be packing that on to the center of my eyelids. And I know it looks a little bit intense now, but we're going to make sure we're going to blend it out. You're good to go. I'm just going to be taking the color Beaches and Cream and going into that inner corner just to give it a little bit of brightness, so that way the pink is kind of offset a little bit. And then going in with the Coco Bear shade, I'm just going to be warming up that outer V just a little bit more. This gives it a really, really nice glow and kind of offsets the brightness of the pink, so that way you have the warmth and then that pop of color, which is the focus. But these colors are so nice and so blendable. I love it. And just using that Makeup Geek Outer V brush and just going in and blending out all of the harsh lines once you get all that Coco Bear in there. And I actually noticed that afterwards I totally forgot to put on a highlight color today, so unfortunately there will be no highlighting under the brow bone. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Simply Marlena once again and just pop a little bit more of that color, since when I use the Coco Bear I blended a little bit out, and I still want that to be the focus of that inner little pop of color. And I'm just going to be blending that out with that same flat brush from Sigma, just so that way everything has no harsh lines. And then I'm going to be doing my foundation with the EX1, and the shade I'm using is 100. With this foundation, I found after using it, it does oxidize a little bit, And as I've said previously in one of my videos, the color is kind of deceiving online. So I feel like I initially got the 200 and it was a little bit too dark for me, a little bit kind of like on the orange side. I do have warm undertones, so that way this color does work out. I mean, sometimes I'll look in the light and I'll feel like it looks a little bit too dark, but overall I do like this formula. I feel like it's a medium coverage and it wears really well throughout the day. I'm just going to be taking a little bit extra of the same foundation and patting it all over my cheeks just to give a little bit extra coverage. I feel like that's my favorite way of doing it. I feel like that little extra compact of the pressing works really well for just covering those extra areas. And then next I'm going to be using my Instant Age Rewind, and the shade is just Brightening, and this one is really nice. I've just started recently using that, and as you can see it does have a little bit of those pinky undertones, which is going to brighten that up. Since I am pretty fair, it's hard to find colors sometimes, and this one is definitely very light. I'm going to be using my beauty blender and blending that all over. Sometimes I forget to wet the blender before I start filming, which is why it's not quite as big as it normally is, but when it is big I do like the extra hydration that it seems to give my under eye area. And then I'm going to be going with my Anastasia contour kit in the shade Banana, as always, to just set that concealer that I just used. And I'm actually using the beauty blender, which I normally don't use, but I forgot to grab my normal brush that I apply that with, so just did that. And I'm using the Sexy Mama from the Balm just to set the rest of my foundation where I didn't set it with Banana. And as for my contour shade, I just am using the shade Havana from that same contour kit from Beverly Hills, or Anastasia Beverly Hills. And with this one, I just like to go up partly on the hairline and then just stick towards that outer corner of my cheekbones and just blend that in on both sides. I really do like this shade. I've been using it pretty much every day versus my normal Tarte Park Princess Ave. This one's a little bit warmer than that one, and I do like it a lot. And then next I'm just going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown and a small angled brush. It's kind of funny, I noticed after I was done doing the brows here that they look super painted on, but I swear when I left the house they didn't look like that at all. I must have blended it, either that or the pigmentation on my camera was just crazy today, because they didn't look nearly as crazy. I swear, I didn't walk out the house looking like cray cray. And then I'm going to be using the Brow Wiz in the same color, dark brown, and just filling in a little bit extra. To be honest, I'm actually thinking about going and getting a little bit lighter shade just to do that inner corner so it doesn't have quite as harsh of a line or harsh of effect on my little brows. But I do really like these two together. They take a little bit more time than my normal Benefit eye products, but I do like them together and they wear all day. And next I'm using the Laura Geller, and that one is just the Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush in the shade Rosewater. I actually really like this. It looked kind of a little bit too sparkly when I was swatching it on my hand over at Ulta, but it's beautiful. It's that really pretty pink color. I don't know why I didn't show you the actual product besides the box. And then next I'm going to be using the Mary Luminizer from the Balm as well. It's just like a really pretty light champagne color, and it's not it's nothing near Opal from Becca, so it's just like a natural highlight, and just going on to the tops of my cheekbones and right around the outer corner of my eye. And then next I'm actually just going to be going in with that Coco Bear one more time right underneath the waterline with my small tapered, the small blending brush. Oh my goodness, it is the pencil brush. That's what it is. And then lastly, I'm just going to be taking my finger into the Bada Bing. Oh my goodness, that's not it either. So sorry. It is the Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek. Sorry. And lastly, just for the eyes, I'm going to be putting my normal L'Oreal Butterfly mascara. This is my absolute favorite drugstore mascara of all times. If you ask me what my high-end one would be, it would be the Urban Decay Super Curl. These are both amazing formulas and I highly recommend them. And then yeah, that's my little happy dance when I can't figure out what I'm trying to find because apparently it's too far. And lastly, we're going to be going in with lips. And I just am going to go in with my ColourPop Lippie pencil in the shade Funk, Phunk, because I feel like I would probably say funk and I'd probably be looking on the internet for one with an F instead of a P. So enough of my rambling on that. This is a really, really pretty creamy pencil, and I really like the fact that you can fill it in. In reality, I probably could have stopped at this step after filling it in with the pencil just because it's so creamy and really, really rich and pigmented. I do like these a lot, and the review for them will be coming your way very soon. Next, I'm just using the Lippie stick in the exact same shade. So these are really nice because they're spot on identical. Not one is lighter or darker than the other. And these are very, very pigmented and creamy as well. And this one I believe is a satin finish. And then lastly, I'm just going to be going in with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Strawberry Parfait, dabbing a little bit of that on and just mixing those together. And then that is the final look. So thank you so much all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!